Hey guys, Anthony 4x4 Diesel. We've got a couple of drive shafts here. We're over on the heavy duty steel workbench. We're going to do a bit of drive shaft repair work. We don't normally do this, but we're just doing a little favour for one of the local clients. Like I said, not a regular thing. So what do we got here? We've got a old Hilux drive shaft that we happen to have in a box from one we replaced. Every now and then we keep the odd one that could be handy for spare parts. And we have his drive shaft out of his Hilux. I think it might be, I don't know, not too sure what year it is anyway, but his inner boot's fine. Okay, he's got a small stick or something in the sorry, I got it the wrong way around. This is the outer boot. I should get it the right way. So this end is the outer. The outer is the end with a nut on it, the end that goes out where your discs and brakes are. The outer, inner. Now I've said it enough times, so throughout the video when I get it wrong, you know what I'm talking about. This is the outer and this is the inner, right? Okay, so this one, the inner boot, see, there we go. The outer boot was stuffed because it was changed with aftermarket crap. Don't use aftermarket crap, okay? Don't use aftermarket crap. This has got the genuine inner boot because it's genuine, hasn't been changed. This is the old one we had in the box, okay? This one is the client's. His outer boot, which they're a really strong boot, there's nothing wrong with it. His inner boot, somewhere, I'm not going to worry about where, got a little hole in it and a little bit of grease leaked out, but it hasn't been a major issue, and we believe that the wear and tear inside there shouldn't be too bad. So for a couple of slabs of Heineken, which has been paid in advance, we love a couple of slabs of Heineken. We said that would cover the labour to swap the boot over. Okay, a bit of a messy job cleaning, repacking and all that, and getting these clamps on correctly. So it doesn't include the boot. The boot, you know, you supply it. We wouldn't recommend an aftermarket one, but they're cheap. They're about, you know, somewhere under 50 bucks each, but the genuine is about 150 bucks a kit or something like that for the genuine boots. So what we're going to do to be cost effective and have Toyota genuine parts on his shaft is take the good boot off this perfectly good, never been off-road, no damage boot right here. We're going to get this off and we're going to install it on this one, so then he's got a good genuine shaft for the cost of a couple of slabs. And I think he's got to contribute 50 bucks for this boot because this shaft was about 500 bucks worth, so that means that the second-hand boot's got to be worth 50, and that was off my Hilux, and I'm the one that paid for it. I want to recover some money, so it's 50 bucks for the boot and a couple of slabs of Heineken for the assistant to take care of the work. Now let's show you a little bit of information and how it's done. First thing we're going to do here is release the clamps. Obviously we've got to release, you can work this out, you're on your own. It could have plastic zip ties, metal zip ties, genuine zip ties, but you need to release the big clamp, the little clamp on both of these. So we're going to go ahead and do that first. Okay, there it is. So the other two on the bench, there it is, all the clamps are off. What do we need to do now? Okay, what I'd probably suggest is just give it a bit of a wipe, give these outsides a bit of a wipe. We don't want any of these little bits of dirt and stuff like this falling into the grease unnecessarily. And then we're going to carefully lift this rubber off. What I call this the cup, because it's like a cup. You'll see more once we get inside, but we're going to carefully lift that off, and then this cup is going to slide off, and we can just sit on the bench here at this end, both of those. And then once we've got that off, we will release the tripod, the clip and the tripod. We'll show you how to do that. So let's get the boots off the end of the two cups, we'll call it, or the inner, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the name, whatever it's called. I'm going to call it, it's like a cup, mate, you know? I'm going to call it the cup. And the tripod, it's definitely a tripod that goes in the cup. So we're calling it a cup for this video. You can have a giggle. We're having a giggle. Okay, so we're going to get that off. Let's do that. So just pull that boot back. That's it. Beautiful. Anyway, that's what we're doing, guys. Look, the boot just comes back like that. We're just going to pull that boot off like that. That's it. Just slide that right off. Nothing's going to fall out. You just got your tripod, or your balls aren't going to fall out. There you go. So let's just have a look in there. Let me go with the light on. See, all the grease is good, right? Is this the this is the good one, or this is the one that had the hole in it, right? So you can see the grease is still good. There's not even any real need to clean that, except we're just going to pull some of that liquid stuff out there. I'll just come around and have a better look at this tripod and the ball bearings. Okay, so we got the other one off. Now this one is going to be rubbish. We're going to throw this in the bin after this. We just want that boot. The whole reason we really kept that shaft, the only value Little bit sort of milky. That one's got no hole in it, and the grease is even more. Kind of look at the liquid, a little bit milky kind of in there. Look at this. Oh, let's just. Is anything going to? Oh, it's not going to run. There you go. But look, just to give you an idea what and how much, what's in there, what it looks like. Now you know why I call it a cup, right? Because it is just like a cup, isn't it? And this is the tripod. You can see it's a tripod. It's a three-way thing, and it's got bearings on here like that, right? This is the good one. So what we did, we lifted it up because there could have been a few little crumbs of dirt and stuff sitting there. We're going to do a bit more of a clean up, wipe some edges, but we've taken as much care as possible. We've got it sitting on a clean part of rag. We're going to re-grease it, and we're going to put, what are we doing? We're putting this good boot on this shaft, unless I've got it around the wrong way. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So what we've got to do now, we've got to get both the boots off. So in behind here, behind this grease here, I'm getting messy here now with the camera, but there's a clip there, you'll see it. We're going to get a rag, and we're going to wipe the grease off, then we're going to release the clip, and then this tripod section, it's on splines, right? You can almost, you'll see, we'll show you once we get it off, it'll just virtually slide off. You might think you need to tap it, but it's generally just give it a gentle tap, and that will just slide off. And we're going to obviously reuse the same components, this one here, but we need to get that off. So we can slip the boot off. We're going to put the new boot on this shaft. We may even push it further down so it's out of the way while we refit the tripod, the bearings, put some grease on there. We're going to slip the cup back on, and then this boot and all the clamps. So it's all pretty self-explanatory. It's actually a really easy, straightforward job. A little bit time consuming, a little bit messy. We'll show you some more info soon. See right there in the middle of the picture, you can see the top of the clip there, the opening there. So you just kind of need to get, you can use your circlip pliers if you like, you don't have to. And you can just, I'm doing this, right? You can just, I'm not going to get the job done because I'm trying to hold a camera and whatever, but you just split it a little bit like that, right? Right, you can see what I'm doing? And then just get your flat blade in there gently like that and get it off the spline. That's it, pretty well. And then I'm just going to get this out of the way and gently work your way around, and that'll come off. And there it is, that's what the clip looks like. Just put that aside. If you sort of just grab that and just hold the tripod and push in the middle of the shaft, I reckon that's going to come. So try this, tripod needs to slide this way. Maybe push your thumb in the middle while you're pulling on that, and it might, just depends. It might need a little tap, we'll just see. We'll try and grab the whole thing and give it a wobble around while you're pulling on it, you know. Yeah, no, this one's going to want a little tap. So we're going to get in behind it, right? We're going to go and have a bit of, see, it's a messy job. We're just going to come behind it. We'll get a little pin punch or something and put it against, not the bearing here, on that surface, right where your finger is, yeah? And we're just going to tap it back this way a little bit just to get it moving. There's just going to be a tiny little bit of resistance, and it's going to slide off. Okay, here we go. Now, see this? Check this out. This is the big bad boy chisel. Few people, the regular viewers, are going to like that. Are you happy? You like that? Bada bing, look at that, huh? Yep, the assistant took care of that. Beautiful work, if I do say so myself. Now, this wasn't the tool of choice. I just wanted to show you the chisel. So what we're going to do, though, we're just going to get that in. We're not going to hit these bearings, bang, 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 like that, no. On the, see that center section there, just going to get a bit of angle up. I'm going to let you do it, mate. I'm going to get my hands. I'm going to get back on the camera. So you just do that, sit that there, just give it a gentle tap. What's ideal here if you've got a vise to put it in, and we're not doing it on a vise, we're pretending we haven't got a vise. So get as much angle as you can, give that a little tap, and just, it shouldn't take much to get it moving, there's not much holding. But for this video, you never know, it could be, doesn't want to move. What's going on there? Just stop, because it's just not even moving. Okay, I think we're going to go put this in the vise, but we've got to pretend we haven't got a vise for these people at home that are doing it. Okay, I think I need to put the camera down. That's it, let's just rotate around. Look guys, that's got to slide off, but that's a smart way, you know, move your way around, but it just didn't seem like it was budging at all. Maybe you need a bigger hammer. I haven't seen any movement. My memory of these come off really easy. Again, I haven't done one for years. It's going to come off, there's no issue there. Yeah, get a bit more serious. I'm probably about to wear it. Yeah, you can't see what's going on with all the grease, can you? It's a messy job. This is what you pay for, right? I'm surprised how much it isn't moving, to be quite honest. I'm thinking about, let's move to the other shaft and see if that one's as much fun, just to compare the pair. Let's do that. Let's move over to this one. It's getting a bit messy over here. Now look, it's been a little while since I've done one of these, but I reckon they slid it off pretty easy. Maybe with wear and tear, the splines, because remember, all the pressure of all the drive, low range, whatever, through that shaft into those splines, so maybe they just sort of bind on a little bit. So maybe what it is maybe they're hard to get off, and maybe when I tap them on, they go on really easy. So that's why I had in my mind that maybe they come off easy. Anyway, so we got them off. It's easy to see which one's which. Now it's optional, you know, how much of a cleanup you want to do and how much grease you want to put in, molybdenum, if that's the word, you know that one, EP3%. So basically what we need to do now is we've got one boot off, you can see, that's our good boot off our dodgy shaft. So we're going to pull this dodgy boot off our good shaft, you know, and we're going to put our good boot on there and then put the tripod back on where it belongs and pop that clip back on. The clips are just over here, as you can see, and it's as simple as that. Then you put your boot back on and put your clamps back on opposite way of what it came off. So if there's any other info, I'll throw it in there, but otherwise we're going to continue with this job as described. That's it, beautiful. So don't worry about all the mess on the outside. We've got the good boot onto the good shaft here, and don't worry about all the mess on the bench. We'll clean that on the mess outside. All that matters is inside we cleaned up. Inside we're putting some fresh grease on all the bearings and everything, all the moving parts. We're going to slip that cup back on and put these clamps back on and then give it all a good clean up, just like a new one. Beautiful. Anyway, there it is, just like a new one. Look at that. So we managed to reuse the genuine original OEM clamp on the large one. The inner one this time we preferred the small one to get it to the correct tension, so we're happy with how tight it was. So look at that, we just saved the drive shaft. We made one good one out of two not so good ones. Anyway guys, that's how it's done. Probably could do with a little bit more of a cleanup. Don't worry about the outside too much though, because it's just going to get dirty. So whoever's installing it can give it a final clean up, and bada bing, in she goes. That's it. Let's offload it. We'll even deliver it in the box just like a new one. Maybe I booby trapped that. Maybe it's around the wrong way. I think I did. Oh no. Oh god, I think it's meant to go the other way. That's my mistake. I actually said it goes that way. Spin it around 180. That's it. I said, oh, it goes that way. There, look at that. Like it's meant to be. Look at that. Beautiful. There we go. Thanks, mate. We're out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the thumbs up, the bell on, the subscribe thing. Catch ya. P.S. Quick note, it's best done if you've got a vise, because I don't remember them being that tight to get the tripod off, but apparently, yeah, they can be tight. So it's better if you've got a vise. Put your shaft in the vise, and that way you can tap it off and on more easily.